the letters of the alphabet. I'm really not ready or prepared for this video. And since there is nobody here, I am going to document, okay, I'm going to document when I'm actually going to begin. I'm just trying to, just 1 second. Okay, where am I? Okay, hey. I'm not really sure. I've been in this very interesting conversation with an avatar named Vera, okay, which some people are just very good at repeating either what they hear and sort of transforming it into their words, or they actually really understand. Seems like they do understand because there's added on realities like the letter N is also the 14. Now, I use the letter N as a connection to the K letter. And how do I do that? Through the seventh gate. And it's really just ironic. It's crazy. It's like putting a crown on a female and turning it from a 5 into a 7. And I try to, like, it's all got to come out of the artwork. So you go and you get a letter K. So you have to find, is there anything in the world that has a letter K on it? Here, I found the Q. And here, there you go. K. We have a Q and we have a K. Okay, so we have the K. So it is the 11th letter in the alphabet. 28 and 11 equals to 39. We can also go 63 and 28, which equals to 91. So here is the angel and here is the spirit. Have you ever seen your electricity? They usually put like this and then they circle it. So I just, that combination comes together. 1 through 19 equals to 190. It's actually 171 plus 19. That is where your gateway is. The letter you get to, 171 is R. It becomes 7 and 8. I'm going to put dot and 7 and 8. And in the center, I'm going to put what is 30. 7 and 8, 15, 7 and 8, 15. So now what I'm going to do is 636, and that is your gateway. 6 times 3, 18R. 6 plus 3, 09I. So it is the 54 family. How do we get the 54? 2-letter reverse alphabet. Now, should I stop? Do you have any questions? Hold on a second. How you doing, Seth? How you doing? Let me just have something blocking my screen over here. Q17. So the K letter, when you see the K letter, it's in a deck of cards. And is it just me? Am I hallucinating? Am I delusional? What does it mean to have schizo? When I see this, for some reason, I call it the king. If 75% or more of this world agrees, then we can say K stands for king. What about H? What about P? P is for arcing, arc, I-N-G, arc, I-N, and H is for os, pi, tal. Forget about the first letter. The H is, what is it? That's what it is. What happens in the parking? What happens at the hospital? What every single letter in its own prime, what does it mean? And what are prime? G is noted to be a prime number. 7, the 7th letter. The reverse is 20. Now it's 2 times 10. No longer prime in its reversed house. But in the star system math, 3, 5, 7 are not prime. They are perfect star system creations. Heroine, 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 heroine. Heroine, are you saying heroine as in how a heroine, under the dicture of kings and queens. And you can also see on this king, you can also see, you see the divided, see the tower? There's a tower over here, right over here is a tower. And then there's a tower over here. You see, but on this side, see the V split, and then it's got a single point. And this one over here, this tower has a flat end to it, not this one. It's multi-dimensional inside of this. You can't see, I don't, maybe you can see it all. I don't. The sword is another type of building over here. And then I don't want to look at the other side. This king of clubs, okay. How many circles creates this club? And he's not going to discuss that. Don't want to talk about inside the crown, or inside the crown. Is it done on purpose? That you can see 3 full clubs and then a half on each end. That's the continuation of the mirror. So I started by saying the word God. Now, if I had my program, I can just enter and tell me all the words that are 3 letters that equal to the numeric value of 26. And everybody's going to turn around and go for a child. And you're going to go, well, if it's not God, then what about dog? Or how about a 4-letter word, game? Or how about the word bear? How about another word, card? What about a reverse, queen, 62? What about the combination of putting together purple, which is not, but purple is a reflective 62 plus 26, equaling to 88. 88 is where we stand. That is the connecting heavens. If the 88 is the connecting heavens, it is purple. Now, I have to understand that I need yellow out of this. So the difference between yellow and purple is 4. Purple is 88. And yellow is 92. Purple is not a prime. It takes 2 colors. Can we say it's part of 44? Purple, the 2 colors it has, they also have words that go with it. Usually red says hot. Sometimes blue says cold, but you know what? White sometimes also shows cold. And white also sometimes shows hot. Is it the white cinders that we see? And then anyways, so what I'm going to do to purple, okay, is 8 and 8 is 16. We're going to create purple, and we're going to say it's 7. Purple 7 and yellow 2. Those 2 go together in the house of Venus, where the one spirit comes in through the 7th gate. And that 7th gate brings in to what is purple. Where does this information come from? Right over here. Where does that information get a little bit bigger? Right over here. And then if you want, we can take out our telephones and look on your telephone. Maybe you want to go to the ATM, or how about looking at your keyboard? Each one is a little bit different, telling a little bit different of a story. Bottom left is number 1 on my keyboard. Bottom left on the calculator, towards when I'm looking at it, not when it's looking with me. See, when it's looking with me, when it's looking at you, it's to this side. Well, let me see. Wow, it's to that side. It's, wow, it's to that side, right? Looking at you, looking at me, right? Remember. So we're a little bit all over the place. There's so many things that's going on. As above, so below. But, you know, as above, so below. You know, this is the way my hand works. I can say look. I can say look. But I'm not going to say look. I'm going to say look. So I believe if everything is combined within the art, what is art? Everything is art. I'm drinking coffee. They grew a bean. It's art. The art of growing coffee, the art of eating, the art of sleeping. Everything's an art. And in every art, there's a way. And does that way have a calculable reality? Well, if there's a word, there's a number. And if there's a number and there's a word, then it's calculable. And we can connect it somewhere else. And then we can categorize it when we get out the secretaries to categorize everything. And we put everything in order, and we're going to ask Edna, what happened to God? Gates of the Omega divide Jack. We have divided time. Why don't you say the words? I'm just going to jump all over the place. In French, in English, I say, oh, look at the cans, like Pepsi Cola cans, right? But in French, you got to say canette. In order to say the plural, you got to put, to say that word, you got to put an N-E-T-T-E. So it's the holder of something. The word été, meaning summer, summer coming out the heat and the sun, turning things that are red, summertime. This is how we build things on the word. So I just want to continue with says, eighth, H, the drug. I do not know which way to go with that. It might be something, oh, okay. But H-E-R, do we, like every time E comes to R, all I think about is energy, okay? Energy right over here. Energy in Ra. Hara, the magical energy. The 1 and the 8. Surrounding 1 is 8. 1 is the holder of 8. A, B, C, D. A, B, C, D equals to 10. That is 2 5s. So that if 4 numbers equals to 2 5s, 10, then 2 numbers and 2 numbers, because everything takes 2. Otherwise, it's 1 dividing 8. Otherwise, it takes 2 dividing 2. 1 dividing 8. 2 dividing 2. 1 dividing 8. So this is the window. We've done this before. And the window is number 88, and it's Pegasus. And you can look this up online, NGC 7286. And there is a coordinate on this planet also, with just about here. So we're talking about the gateway in the house. And the cycle of the spirit is 76. All of this, when it says 76 is bookends, here's your 7, here's your 6, and here's your 6. We have the full mirror effect. What if I just did 7 and 6? Would I put this one here? Anyways, this angle is not the same as this angle. It's expressed different in French. Accent aigu and accent grave. Anyways, let me finish. I have to read. We're going to read off Seth. Okay, because there's more in the word heroin than the word itself. 369. The base of creation is 3. Then it's mirrored to create 6. Then within 6 and 6 is the 9 birth in the 8 heavens. 4 times 2 equals to 8. Because that's the way it is. 4 times 2 creates 8. 4 plus 2 creates 6. So that within 3 and 3 is the 9 birth. 3, 3, and 3. 1 divided by 3. 4 divided by 3. 7 divided by 3. 3 times 1 is 3. 3 times 4 is 12. 1 and 2 is 3. 3 times 7 is 21. 2 and 1 is 3. Have you got a clue? Hammer to the cross. Have you got a clue? 3, 3, 3. That's right. 7 by 3, 21. The letter U. Another 3 family in the 3 house. All divided by 3 and multiplied by 3. 1 times 2 times 3 equals 6. 1 plus 2 plus 3 equals 6. There is no other like ABC, Michael Jackson, Jackson 5. Everything that has been created that you have seen on this planet has a mathematical calculation and a piece of artwork, and it's been done by the most famous people, and it's spread out through this entire world. It's on somebody's video cassette. It's in your child's classroom. I don't care where you go, but it's everything you see and hear will lead you back to what is the creation inside the word I am. I and M, or I am. 1 through 13, the 91 AI spirit. I and M, 9 through 13. 9 through 13, which is your birth, okay, through the moon. Now, what it is that, how can I explain the 9 through 13? 9 and 4, which is the mirror. The mirror begins at 4. The end of the mirror strikes at 12 and ends at 13. 1, 6, 1. That's our week that we run by. It's a touchdown. It's God's rest. The chicken lays 6 days, doesn't lay on the third day. After 3 weeks, the egg hatches 21 days. On the 21st day of the solstice, on the 21st day in most months between 2021 and 22, only because of how they shift the calendar, how the zodiac signs change, and how the seasons change. How there's 21 dots on this cube, or there's 2112 inside the void. There are 21 dots and 33 dots, and 21 and 12 is 33, and 21 dots is what we have inside of here. And where do we get 21 dots? The 2 and the 1 have a total of 17 area space void. So it becomes 1, 2, and then 5. So we have to do 1, 2, 5. In the 5 area, we have 4 void. In the 1 area, we have 8 void. In the 2 area, we have 7 void. The G and H. 1 dot 8 void. 2 dot 7 void. Where are the instruments? What are the equations? We should know by now only ourselves. I'm going to come back to you, Seth, in a minute. This is my perception. That if this was a game or a movie in the real life that we actually live, or in the entertainment particle of Mr. Tackpans on how he tells a story, of how I tell a story, of how the story goes, of how I perceive my perception, my belief, a little bit of my input. Stories from games. If this was really a game, we'd be coming to the end. There's no way that we can have all this information so real. So as above is below, as within, so without. As within, so without. So we're not going to look as within. We're going to go as, and then we're going to use so. So in one of them, we use the A, and the other one, we use the O. It's relative to 5A is 51, to 5O is 50. Now, the first word is 1 and 19. The second word is 19 and 14, equaling to 33, equaling to 20. I'm trying to think if there's anything else in here. Anyways, I'm going to let that go. One-eyed Jack. There are 2. There are 2. Yeah, and the as within, within, without, in, out. That's the other thing. 2 letters and 3 letters. In, out, in, out. The in also is numeric value 33. 9 is the birth. 14 is the king through the 7th gate of the 11 void. Why? In order to get the numeric value 41, or to get 14, the mathematical equation is 5 times 6, 5 plus 6 equals to 30, equals to 11. The total is 41. In order to get this number, it's 2 times 4, 2 plus 4 equals to, well, this one equals to 8, and this one equals to 6. The total is 14. This is what gives us the energy or the light. And where did I see this? I'm going to show you where I saw this. Hey, Zephys, I'm going to show you where I saw this. This was given to me right at the beginning of my project. Oh, I hope I got it here somewhere. Hold on. Oh, here it is. This is it. 4114. This is what gave it away to me. When this gentleman over here in blue with a pink nose and an orange coat stared at me with his pink eyes and his gray hat, standing next to that pole, saying, see the same street, or welcome to Saturday. And this STR, right? S&T, first, last, the best is all the rest. We come from the rat system. Here is matter and energy. The 5 and 1, I always look as the A is the dividing house. I'm never really sure, but the dividing house at 12, when I see the S's, to me, they're R and R. There's an R down here and an R inside here. It's like they locked the two together. So this would be 1938 and 5, SES in the E worlds, right? In the E world, right? Anyway, so yeah, this is what got me going. So I'll tell you that little story. That little story brought me to thinking about why Grover Cleveland. Grover Cleveland was the 22nd president of the United States. So apparently the election was swooped from him to be reelected, and they found out that it was like triché, right? The election wasn't, what do you say it, like something to do with fair, pay the fare. The price wasn't fair. So I think it was Benjamin Harrison who won. I'm not really sure. Let me check this out. Who was the 23rd president of the United States? Just give me a second. Okay, so where am I? Okay, I'm here. So when there's nobody here, okay, wait, hold on. Oh yeah, you just said Van Buren. Okay, and now you just reminded me of this artist. Now all these artists, they're telling so many stories. Mona Lisa, come on, Mona Lisa. Never even looked into it. Just the name is going to tell you all kinds of stuff. In fact, the name of the painting is probably going to tell you more about the painting than anything else. Okay, so just give me a second. So what was that? That was Benjamin Harrison, the 23rd Benjamin Harrison, DNH, 28. Grover Cleveland, well, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter if you're right. Because you mentioned that name to me and you think you're alone, you're not. Something, somewhere, some entity, because you are participating in this realm and possibly believe in this realm, but you know of the actuality. He was a president, and your story might be wrong, but you went searching. So they fed you. Maybe something different just to feed me. Does God have a personal term with everybody? I certainly believe so. But the word go 7 and 15, they are both noted to be 7 and 6. That's right. In fact, I'm just trying to think. There was a number I wrote on my hand today. 10, 11 hours. 11 hours is 660. 660 and 660. and I need 764. So I need 104 more minutes. So I need 1 hour, 12, 1 hour, 1 hour, hold on, and 4 minutes. So this is 720. No, I need 1244. 1 second, 1244, 660, 12, 672, 720, 764. Okay, that's it. At 1244 in numbers, right? 1 and 2. Okay, that is where 544 comes together. The division of day and night at 1244. That will spell the word God. 12 hours, 44 minutes, 764 minutes. Synchronicity ping pong today. Ping pong. They just switched the I for the O. So what would that mean? The I is going through the hoops, and the O is just turning just a bit, maybe with a little energy. Maybe the O is actually a point. What letter would be more of a point than the letter O? I'm just thinking. I just want to see something. Who is that? Okay, 1 second. Just trying to see if I'm on Odyssey, and I'm having trouble lately finding out whether I'm here or not. Oh, wait. It says publish, go live, publish, local setup. Now hold on a second. Started 21 hours ago, live 8 months ago. Let me see if this is the one. Am I playing right here? Yeah. Okay. Yes. Rad, are you here? Were you there? 66 zap 99. Well, 666 in the multiplication is going to connect to what is the cube with 15, 24 through the gate, 33, which is pi, which is the division, to what is the reverse division of the day and night. Where does this come from? How do you make 6 on a cube? 1 and 5, 2 and 4, 3 and 3. The reverse is 4 and 4, 5 and 3, 6 and 2. 1 and 7 is not related, but if we did have to relate 1 and 7, one of the ways 1 and 7 would come out is we can use the 1 dot with the 7 void, because the 1 dot with the 7 void. Now think of this. When the 1 dot comes in inside that 7 void that's inside the 2 dot cube, think what happens, that the 1 dot will come into the voided house, into the Holy Ghost, in which I can't see it happening unless it happens. Here's the 1 dot. Here's the 1 dot. There are 8 voided spaces, but the 1 dot is going to show up right there in the center, where once there was 7 voided spaces is now 6 and 1 dot in between inside the house of Venus. The 3 and the 5. The E, the 5th letter. The 3 and the E is the 5th letter. They come together. 1 times 2, 1 plus 2 equals 3 and 2, 5. The 3C. Why does the 3 and the 5 come together? As 1 times 1, 1 plus 1 will create 2 and 1, 3. 2 times 1, 2 plus 1 will create 3 and 2, 5. 3 and 5 comes together. But there is another coming together. We also have to know that the reverse of E is V, 5 and 4, and the voided space of E is 4. The voided space of 4 is 5. V is the 22nd letter, the reverse of E. So 4 times E equals T20. Therefore, we must multiply 4 times V. Or do we divide 22 by 4 to bring it closer together? Ah, that is quite interesting. Wow. I never thought. Look at the answer, 55. But it's also 88. 4 times 22 is 88. 22 divided by 4. Where's my pen? This is, oh, when I lose my pens, I'm not a happy guy. Hold on a second. V22 and E05 times 4 equals to 20, divided by 4 equals to 1.25, times 4 equals to 88, divided by 4. Let me see, 20 divided by 4 equals to 22 divided by 4 equals to 5.5. 2125. Okay, I'm not going to go any deeper with this. I'm just trying to see where I got to look down there. Well, I got, as they say, not in the cards, ... 333, praying for space, praying for time. So therefore, you will pray, you will you will the half-life in space. 4 space, one of 4 spaces, gold within gold, the creation heaven within the OR. And if we use the F, is it talking about all 6s? Is it talking about 156, 246, just because it's a singular letter and it's coming first within the OR within its space? So when it's talking 4 space, what is the real definition of 4? Space is numeric value 44. So what we have is 44 space, okay, and 44 space plus time 47 equals to 91, which is spirit, which is 13 times 7 equals to 91, which is 1, okay, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, Jack, Queen, King. I don't want to do it that way, but that's 13 cards. When you add them up, it equals to 91. There are 4 suits times 13 equals to 52 weeks in a year. There are 13 moons, okay, inside that year. I'm just trying to see what else is missing. So your basics that come together is these numbers over here. And this is the pull and creation of the gate. The first number in the front, okay, is going to be inside everything else. The 7 does not have a center dot in the cards. The 8 does not have a center dot. And the 6 does not have a center dot like the 3 card does. The 7 has more of what there as the moons. So it's what's coming through the heart is coming through the moons. This 10 card is just like the 2 card. Or just like the 9 card. Sorry, it's the 9 card put together with the 8 card, basically. Can I see this? Certain cards don't show up. Hey, where's the 8? I don't have any 8s. I think I took them all out of the deck. Yeah, got no 8s. Got no 8s. No 8s. No 8. No, I'm gonna have to go. I have a few more decks. But anyways, if it was the 8, there would be a placement right over here. So in the 7 card, it's 5 up and 2 down. But in the 8 card, it's 5 up and 3 down. And that is the word who. 5 would be C and E. in the time of C and E, I think it's the time of Jesus. 2.75. Get a pan for your pens. Get a pan for your pens. 888-555 Omega. Omega's eggs. Praying for time. I have to go to the kitchen just for 2 seconds. Okay. Lamed is the 12th letter in the Hebrew language. Numerical value 30. Sound L, meaning one learn, two teach. So if one learn, then we have to call it yellow for now. So we're going to call it the 1 and the 9. Let's call it 19. Let's call it the S. L starts with 12. Learn is the EA is the arts and entertainment, and ORN. RN is okay. AR comes together with E. I have to think. I've never really understood that. So I'm looking at something to do with moons right away and Mars, because EA comes together, 5 and 1, 15th letter, the O letter, also resembling the numeric value 51 Mars, where 1 plays from the 5 position in the cube, where the 1 spirit comes in to the worlds of Venus, Messiah light, Yeshua Christ. Y is, what is that? Is that an elixir? How should we look at Y? But should we be going 1 minus 1 equals to where the center of all 3 worlds are in the Y, to where 1 minus 2 equals to what? That is the question. So 1 minus 2 equals to 8. 1 minus 2 equals to 8. 9 plus 2 equals to 2. Does that make any sense? 1 minus 2 equals 8. 9 plus 2 equals 2. So these are the real equations. Okay, hold on a second. Let me go back. Yeah, I need a drink. I'm going to come back. There's just so much going on, you know. I'm running 2 windows here. I have to make 1 window smaller. Another thing is, got to save this apartment. Got to save this apartment. We got to buy this building. We got to whatever. We got to do something. Put it out there, because the 30th of August, I'm gone. This is staying here. But here is forever when we turn around this whole world. If you know somebody that's got a few extra bucks and wants to make an investment, we're not looking to make money. We're looking to keep what is coming alive, Mashiach. A place for Mashiach to dance and to sing, bringing in the new world. The 84th year since 1938. The cube begins another turn. I don't know how far it'll turn, but remember, it turns on 12. And this year, although we're going to call the Hebrew year 5783, we are coming into 5784. It begins to turn. 8 and 4 is the house we are in. The heavens divide. Harley Davidson. The 2-cycle house. I'm getting something to drink. I'll come back. I'm going to continue to read Rad Art World. Rad Art World. There are so many amazing artists in the world. Everything is stuck inside of here. We need to open the gate. If we are full energy and our heart is the ticker that only beats on the air we breathe, the water we drink, what we consume, and how we think. When everything goes, it goes out pipe tunnel number 1, pipe tunnel number 2. On number 2, you're sitting on the throne. You're leaning back, probably reading a magazine. On number 1, you might be standing, or you could be sitting if you're a female. And then again, nowadays, they'll just mix it all up, so nobody will really know what the code is. Put down the seat when you leave. It's courteous, even if there's nobody else in the house. But then you might pee on the seat if you're alone. But so if you do pee on the seat, that is where this comes in, the half-life of pi inside of this cube. Why do 2 billion people, 2 billion people, almost 30% of this planet pray to the house of Kaaba? Because the stories that come out of what this is, a cube, a house, Jack in the Box, is real in words and in numbers, and it brings the world closer together, in which maybe we can go through it and expand it and see where we came from. Give me a minute. I just saw a fly at my window. I'm going to take a 2-minute break here. I think I'm going to perk some coffee up. I like that coffee. And maybe we can get some rice milk. You know, if you can help out the channel, but really and truthfully, let's buy this building. If we can get what? If we can get 100 or 200 or 300 people together at $1,000 each, it's about $2 million for the building, something around there. So, you know, save this place. The Mashiach will come down. We'll have a little party. Open doors. Let me let the cat out. I have to go to the washroom. Yeah, so that's what it's going to be. But first, we all know that before anybody comes, we have to learn what just happened. We have to learn what's going on right now. Why is everything the way it is? Ask yourself a question. Ask yourself deep inside your heart. Just ask yourself that question. Ask yourself that question. If none of the prices change anywhere, then none of the prices will change. So there is a cause for change. Otherwise, there would be no change. If there were 100 workers in the town and 90 of them were working, only 10 can get hurt. Well, nobody should get hurt, but 10 get hurt and there's nobody left in the town. I got a fly in the house. I have to let this fly out. Okay. Lamed. One 4569. 14569. Write that down. Write it down. 14569. I want the information. I want to share the information. I don't want the information to come in too quick, and I don't want to forget what's coming in. I don't know all the reasons and everything I speak about in my entire video. I don't remember, and I go off in left field and I'm right field. But I know when I'm on, I'm on. So I hope I don't do it. Keep me in track. Every single word, every single letter counts. Wow, when you just know, it's crazy. So Lamed, so we're gonna do this and look at this. Okay. So we have 145 at 69. Then what we're gonna do is we're gonna go We're going to go 7. You know what? I'll just hold the camera down over here. So we did 145.69. Now we're going to do 870. Let me see this. 145, 7, 8, 5, 23. And then over here we have 145.69. When we go the other way, okay, we go here, we end up with and by the way, this is the Fed, like Federation. This would be 4, 5, and 6 equals to 15, which equals to 120, which equals to 135. This is pool, or 1 through 15 added equals to 120, which is the pole of the cube, which is also noted to 20, 20, 20 equals to 60 in time. This would be a period. On ice, hockey, where you have 6 players, but there's 1 netminder. You see, in most occasions, we have 6 in a day of rest. But in the game of hockey, we still have only 6 players, but 1 is in the net. This is on ice. This is where your PCU comes in. I'm sorry, get the puck out. They call it a rondelle. A rondelle is like an onion or an Oreo. Okay, it's got layers and sections. And who hasn't said that, remember, when it comes in the box, spread it out. Bookends. Put 1 here and 1 here. Just because it's this big Rubik's Cube, why shouldn't it be like put out and take up this much area? Break it apart. And in the center, there's an area space that you have no cube. You only have 26 cubes in the basic 3x3x3 Rubik's Cube. We have to understand our sizes of cubes and cubes that go in cubes. We have to know all of this so we can understand the stories, the multiple dimensions and uses of area space, and the in-between numbers that we think are relevant or irrelevant because it's in between here and there. It's in between here and there. You know what I'm saying? You know, you gotta, how do you think it gets by? Movement, traveling, delivery service inside of who are we? Gates omega divide, God. Should I continue there? Let me continue on with rad art if you're still here. I have trouble staying focused. So now, hold on a second. 365, 47, and then the last one. Hold on, I know you're gone. I know I shouldn't leave you out, so I wouldn't. Just talking to me, okay. So the last one over here is going to be 1, 2, 5, 8. 1, 2, 5, 80. Oh, I shouldn't have done it so close. 1, 2, 5, 89. I have to put my, this one here. Whoa. Okay. 88 equals 8. As 88 equals 7. Try and figure that one out for now. Okay, so where are we going to go next? Where are we going to go next? So what you're looking at here, okay, is 1, 2, 5, 8, 9. See, that's like my Lumid. I go like that for the Lumid, okay? And the other Lumid is 74 like that, and then like that. So we have these two that go together and these two that go together. The other one that can also go together in the Lumid style is 70, Did I get this one right? 70. Oh no, I think I got that one. 74, 563. Yeah, I got that one. I got that one. Do I have 36? I got that one. Do I have 30? 36, 30. Let me see. 78523. 78523. Okay, okay. So this is basically um, what those rotations are of Lamed. Why is it like that? I don't know. That's what it is. This one over here, 365, 365.47 in this area. 365, your two areas, and then the point area. You only can move one over. You can't go 1 and 1. Otherwise, I put that point. That's what I'm running under. That's this equation. So, so this is, I'm assuming 22 is for life go, okay? And then you add the D4 equals to 26, because go equals to 22 plus D. That is life. Your life is 44, the division between day and night. It comes from 8448, which is 1331, away from the seventh gate. 8 minus 1, 7. 3 plus 4, 7. It is the house of DC. Now I start crisscrossing things. These two over here come together on the cube. It is the 8 heaven to the 6 life, or the 6 light of the 3 and 3 world. These two revert in the cube. This will be where pi and phi and pH comes in. The powerhouse, 3 to the power of 2 and 4 to the power of 2, will create what is 9 and 16, letters P and I, also the G house, PG, let's say. So the reverse of 365.47, 22 is for life. Also ape is 22, and the Mars house window, right, is 22, also looking like 88. The 2,000 years, or the 20 minutes of a hockey period, plus the 30 minutes of INT. Intermission. What is that mission? 1551. 33, rotation of the sun, times 47 time, equals to 1551, which is now what is inside the creation of the male 13 and the female 12. The female becomes the 5 and the male becomes the 7. Together they are 12. 7 and 5, 12. 7 times 5, 35, equaling to what is 47, creation inside the sun. Mars through Mars, this will end up to be 35, as this is 35. It'll then be 181. So you're living between R and S. S is 190, 90, and R is 171. So it's plus 10 plus 9 in this equation, living at about 18.5. But it's 18.1, which was Ra in the spirit. Just use these two first, or these two. It's the Venus house, it's the angel. It's in between the spirit and the angel inside of these two letters. And these two letters are actually these letters over here. 5 times 5 times 5 equals 1, 2, 5, R and S. So there's got to be some kind of design that comes into this. I don't really know. I don't see it right now. I still need another drink. Just give me a second. I'm gonna have to read what was written. Oh God, I still have no professionalism. Imagine 8,000, 8,400 videos, and I'm still not even close to being a professional video. Whatever. 5784. 5784. Well, arts is rats. Enter, to enter. Detain. Ter, meaning earth. Entertainment, to enter and contain, entertainment. Arts, rats in the sewage. Jack's box, 2439. Box, very good. Box, haven't heard of that one before. Box car. Forget about the plural, because for me now the plural is just telling me about AI, where you connect A to H and B over to I, where A repositions itself inside of I, and it's no longer needed, as I is now convoluted or now living inside the heavens of H. So the alphabet ends on the 26th letter, but the alphabet is not over. The alphabet ending to re-beginning must begin with the YZY or A at the end, but they put YZY almost like there's a U-turn. So the 27th letter reverse alphabet also reflects the house of Venus, where the gateway spirit comes in to live right here. 6116, where she rests. A, B, C. What is it? Is it 44 plus 44 plus 44 equals 132? 33 plus 33 plus 33 equals 99 plus 33 equals 132. So how do we get 123? Oh, yes, 41, 41, 41 is 123. So the king and the box both equal to 41. The car is 19. The car is number 22. And we got free parking. The Ark, the Covenant. Really, they got the, you know what? Whoever's studying history has got to go back and bring it into the new age. It wasn't, I mean, what do you think? They left it only for somebody to know, go back. Who can you think anybody came? If God, I mean, God is must be a smart entity. Must be a smart entity. Knew that if human race was going to live forever, that he's got to upgrade and update, right? And what better to upgrade and update than to what the entity created, the human life. He upgraded us. Our knowledge changed. We read things. Our equations are different, and they work just the same, bringing things from the past into the future with a different equation. Isn't that what science is all about? Just another equation, just to make it fair. Just to make it fair to all the other letters. See, when I play a game, we can change the rules as long as it's fair to all the others who play the game. And this is where we actually ended up, because people thought it was fair for the scratch, for the green, for the money. But money is fiat, IF698T. It's only for the sun house, for the fun house. But it's not real. Transactions amongst the entities, equally and undivided, is what's real. Sharing, learning how to share, never forgetting the two aspects of people. I don't want to get into that. He said, she said. Just give me a minute. 12.75, 40 and 30. Okay, 40 and 30. Right, 40 and 30. If you were talking about decimals, right, would you look at 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10? 10%. What do you mean 10%? Yeah, until you get 100, you ain't got a buck. You don't have a buck if you don't have 100. 100 pennies, if we were sent from heaven, 55, the DC pass, then we would need 100 of what was sent. And if you were duplicated, that would be 200. Would that be 200 for Pasco and Monopoly? Because that's also basically fiat through the sun. Around 88, the purple Pegasus. Because monopoly, I'll get back onto the subject. Because these corners are square, and I see that these are rectangle, irregardless of the exact sizes, it does not make a difference. All I know is that this is square and this is a rectangle. So when I redesign this board, onto graphic paper, is that what you want to call it, onto graphic paper? When I redesign this, where the properties are, it will take up 88 cells. To create the monopoly property, it will take up 88 cells. There will be a total of 169 cells, in which it is one cell in the center of all the other cells. And in creating the star of the cell, you will go to the center, 2 areas of property area space, to where 4 area voided to area space to 1 dot, or 6, 1, 6, 6, 1, 6, and then the divided 90 degrees, 6, 1, 6, 6, 1, 6. So this becomes an 8 star 48, and all going through the one area, 48 and 8, but it's 48 and 1 equaling to 49. 24 and 24 and 1. That would be your monopoly board. So it's 88 to the outside, and then we have to count off that if we were looking at the game of darts, the center one area valued at 50, going through the red 27 equaling to 87, are a creation of 1 and 7, the one spirit passing through the 7th gate, 1 times 7, 1 plus 7, to that red area. And that is 27. That red area is 27. So now we know it's a spirit going through the Venus gates, turning into 3 creation. So now when we do this, okay, around that is the green area. And that green area is number 25. They call it Earth, Heart. They call it Jack, which also the J letter is the 10th letter in the alphabet. It is an ABCD combination, where inside E, F, G, H, I all come together between E and I. Remember that in the game of craps. Remember E and I on these dice. Remember E and I on these dice. What is 9I to what is 5E? BC to what is DE? In the sun. Fox pass in the sun. You see, I talk too much and I get off. See, I have to tell the story. If I go back to explain it, I lose my path. Where was I? Yeah, something to do with yes. So we're on the dartboard, and just like the number pad, there's all the numbers are around the 5. So you would have the green area would be a value of 25. But green equals to 49. 49 equals to 8. 49 equals to green. Green is created from yellow and blue. Blue equaling to what 40 is. So now 40 is the mirror to what 30 is. And 30, I think, was mentioned as Lumid. And Rad Art World, that 5784, divide that by 3. Okay. And first of all, 5. In 5784, 5 equals 12, and 7 equals 13, and 8 equals 88, and 4 equals I don't remember. 40. I don't remember. But I know 40 is the entire cube all around 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 7, 8, 9. Those are the reverse 10-10 positions. But if we're really reversing everything, okay, is it going to be a mirror inside A and A? Is B through H 2 and 8? Do you follow the story? The reason 1 and 9 equals to 10. Okay, what is inside is 2 and 8. Should I go back to 1 after 9 and have and start with A and end with I? But there is already 2 worlds like that in the alphabet. There is A through I and J through R. But when we get to the second part of the alphabet, the I part is missing. It's not ended. It's not over. There's something missing. So they flip the board over and they continue on. After R, it continues on to S, T, U, V, but it ends at number 26, the game, the card. But 26 now connects to 29 and 31. 29 is your birth through crowning in the box, the king in the box. I'm just trying to think of all the 41s that are ABC. 41 is created by what is the 7th gate? 6 times 5, 6 plus 5 equals to 30 and 11. But the 6 and 5, the number 7 equals 65. The reverse of 7 is 3, and 3 is 56, totaling 121, or 11 times 11. And in the word 11, it equals to what 7 does. 7 times 7 equals 49. What is green? 7 plus 7 is 14, which is 2 7s. 14 and 49 is 63, which the numeric value for 11 is 63. And within this creation, 6 times 3, 6 plus 3, what will create 99? The letter I, 3 plus 6, and the letter R, 3 times 6. And they are the only letters that end up with only 2 letters, equaling to the total of 27. And again, it is the spirit Resh inside the house of Beit. The one spirit in the heavens of the house of Beit. But the heavens of Beit is at the 7th gate. Here's the heaven spirit, free roaming around one hive. Here, it's in between the hive. Right over here. This is 1 and 6. God rests on the 7th day between the gateway. Here, it's undivided, but there's no spirit pass other than, wait a second. The E world is that spirit pass, B and E, the beehive. Okay, just give me 1 second to breathe. Time out. 3656. Time out. 5784. So I have to think of a mathematical equation that equals to 4. 9 times 8, 8 times 8, 7 times 7, 6 times 6, 5 times 5, 4 times 4, 3 times 3, 2 times 2, 1 times 2, 1 times 3, 1 times 4, 1 times 5, 1 times 6. 1 times 6, yes, 4 equals 16. Okay, there we go. There we go. I did it. I did it in the year 5784. Here is a new number. Hold on a second. Hold on, and I may have to answer somebody because a little peril. Okay, I'm going to the fridge for a minute. I want to catch up with a plural. So when we have plural, we have S and we have ES. I mentioned this because it was mentioned by Rad Art, and I've mentioned this before. So when you have S as AI, I'm just saying it's coming from one world, A, and A moves inside of birth, where the spirit comes into birth in the divided world. And I say that because the ace is a division. One divides. One also creates the windows in which I believe that Mars is the owner of that window. Not only does a window divided in Mars, because Mars numeric value 51 shows me one line, Earth 52 shows me two lines of the picket fences. So that's why I use Mars for 51 to 4 window, to where Earth is 1 and Mars is 4. The king and the box are number both 41. Box cars, okay, what are box cars? Is 66, is 6 and 6, which is 52 and 52, equaling to what is 14 again. Because the word 6, right, equals to 52. When you have two sixes, it's 52 over 52, which is 10-4. Roger, I can hear you. It's also JD coming together. When I say JD coming together, if you've been following this channel long enough, A plus B plus C plus D, or 1 plus 2 plus 3 plus 4 equals to 10. So you skip over 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. So this will go in one category. These letters will go in another category. This is just one of the equations. So inside the house, it's BH, it's TH, time heaven. Time heaven shows up at 4th and goes all the way to 20th. That's where the TH house. ABC is 1st, 2nd, 3rd. 1st, 2nd, stand. 1st, 2nd, 3rd, standard. 1st, 2nd, 3rd, 4th, standard, death. In the mirror world, poof, because you're not even here. Calculator. See you later, alligator. Write in capitals, maybe. I don't know, the big ones, the small ones, they tell different stories in size, and they tell different stories, like where it's written, what the sign is. And I mean, Grover Cleveland, the 22nd and the 24th president, 2 times 2, 2 plus 2 equals the exact 8. There's 2 ways to make 8. 2 times 2, 2 plus 2 equals 44, which equals to 8. Or the other way to make 8 is 8 times 4, 8 plus 4 equals to what is 44. And that's another way to create 8. So they're telling me that within Mars, okay, inside the heavens of what is number 84 and the numeric 84 planet is Pluto. And the story is the story. I can't change that story. I cannot change the math. I don't change anything. Everything that I do has already been created by somebody else. I borrow and I add the equations that others already use. Here's one of the equations. It's almost like things were scrabbled. Scrambled, like, I'm going to just show you, like, look, where can I get this? Yeah, where is it? Okay, right here. See this? Two times the word, 2 times the word, 3 times the letter, and this is where the information is. It's what you can do. So the Scrabble board is 15, right? Is 15 across. Wow, it doesn't look square, right? Does this look square to you? Do you see what's happening right here? The letters. Let me see. I don't know if you can see it on the camera. Well, I made it too big. I'm not sure if it's just me, but you see the rectangular to this? See, it's 15 by 15 is 225, right? That's the angle we come in. This is our angle of entry right here. Why? When you do this, right? The dome, okay, 180 degrees, split, 90, 90. Here's the 90 where we are. 225, we take it to this side. It's 216, the moon. We take it to this side. It's 234, the vibration. So we live in between, between here and here. So it's telling me about the moon vibration only because of size, and 22.5. And those are the exact reverse of V and E, or 5 and 9. So you can also see that they're rectangular. So it's larger one way. So there's more value if I can find out the truer value. Like to find out this value, okay, this would be the calculation for this piece would be this would be the calculation. So these are three of the numbers. And this would be the calculation. So what would I be using up? So I would be using up 30 across by 15 horizontal. And that's my equation. So my equation is 450 and 45, 495. I can make up whatever I want inside of this. I'm not 13 and 14. So this is the, okay, if I go to 13 and 14, or if I go to 22 and 23, just to understand where my 5 came from, where my 4 came from, my 36, my 27, my 18, and my 45, to understand where my 9 came from. So in this one over here, we're going to have there's another reverse cube and voids that come in the cube over here. Like this one over here would be the 6, the 5, the 4, and the 3. That's what their reverse would be, and then it would be 3, 6, 5, 4, 3. So this is what they call this, and this is the void. Okay, did I get that right? Yes. These are the reverse cube. 6 opposite 1, 2 opposite 5, 3 opposite 4, 4 opposite 3. Okay, I didn't even have to use this one, right? I can just take that one out, right? Can I take that one out? Yeah, it shows up over here. So we're going to have, did I get that right? 4, 5, and 6, right. So this is 15, and this is 6. The letter is F-O, the basic letters for this. And these are the voids, H, G, F, E. I didn't want to do that one. And then this one over here is going to be D, E, E, D, F, C. What was this? This is H, A, G, B, F, C comes together. And this is just all your voids. I don't know why I brought this in because of what I just saw online. Anyways, just drop this. But this here, okay, this here is where Grover Cleveland split on this one over here. This is where Grover Cleveland came in, and then Benjamin Harrison. This is where the alphabet splits. The M is over here, and the N is over here. The O is going to end up over here. Okay, according to this, right over here, you're going to end up with the O. You're going to end up with H over here and O over here. Okay, that's the gematria scale, 1 to 7, down to 1, over to 1, up to 7, and the continuous over the top, 9, 11, 13, 15. There is an error in the design, and these are what I call Y and Y, the bullheads that came together to create this area space, compressed area space. Hold on, let me take this away. I'm going to check a bunch of comments, and then I'm going to go get something to drink, maybe take a 2 or 3 minutes break. There's so many things that go on. I never know where I'm going to end up. Okay, now hold on a second. Abstract math, calculator, bones, brains, blood. Okay, so in bone is 1. That means DC. B coming together first is the moon, because the big B is the big B for me is a number 13, and that's whether or not the cube is turned. What makes one bigger than the other? Then there's other realities. One of them is when this world comes together to this world, or when this world comes together with this world. Here's Mars and here's Earth. You know, we can put 4 blocks, this one next to this one, right? But I can't put this block and this block together. This is what happens to these blocks. Notice they become in between these blocks. How can, there was a question the other day, how can I create 3 squares by moving 2 sticks? Well, you take away this stick and you take away this stick and you put it here. So your first square is without this stick. The second square is without that stick. You put that square is, there's a divided house right over here. Okay, so where are we going to go next? Let me read what's on the board. I'm going to try and answer this question over here. Maybe get into more about God and the N letter in Rotas Sator, coming to number 5. Number 5 and everything 5 does. What is the position in a flat? You have 9. If you have 9 areas, the center is 5. But what if there was only 4 areas? What if there was only 4 areas? You count the 4 areas, A, B, C, D. Or my question is like this. This is my question. If Mars is the window, sorry to jump off. I have to go into the kitchen and get something to drink. You see, if Mars is the window, right? If Mars is the window J, where it's A, B, C, D equals to J. So we left out E, F, G, H, and I. 5 and 9 lives F, G, H. 6, 7, and 8. 4, 3, and 2. Jack, King, and Queen. So we now have 9 cards from the deck. And they all live between E5 and I9, in which E lives inside of I, or is part of I. And it comes as A and B is one part of creating E. AB equals to E. But that's not the only E. O equals E, as 1 times. No, it's an invert. Hold on a second. AB equals E. Yes, AB equals 5. 1 plus 5 equals 6. 6 times 5 is 11. 6 times 5 equals to 30. And 11 equals to 41. 4 plus 1 equals to 5. The king. So the king becomes a female that was crowned with spirit. So the king, what is to know between the 7 eyes and the number 7 to the gateway, to the K, which is the 11th letter for its initial, 7, 11. Notice to be the cube. Somehow the cube is crowned. I don't know. I don't know what's going on. Maybe because the game is fixed. I don't know. So this is what, and we do know that, again, we're going to take out these guys. We do know that 9 is the opposite, where 6 and 3, which is now I and R, will become the sun, to where is 4 and 1 will become the king or the box, or 4 and 1 coming together. The reason I know this is because they're going to create 77 crisscrossing. I could have marked it the other way. So we're going to be talking the NEW as 555, 42, or 19, or 28, or 37. And you want to see something about this? Is that I'm going to flip this book over. Not here. rotas sator. When you add up this line in sator, it equals to 73. It equals to 73. When you add up to a single digit, this line over here, rotas, or sator, 1, 2, 4, 10, 19. 19. When you add up opera to a single digit, 6, 13, 18, and 9, 27, and 1, 28. 28, 28, 73, 19. I think this is 50, 20, 40, 40, 50, 64. This is 64. This is 55. 19, 24, 40, 55. So 37 and 9, 28, and so these are the numbers. Now, where do I get these numbers from? Well, N is the 14th letter, E is the 05th letter, and W is the 23rd letter. So NW equals 37 northwest, okay? And then northeast equals to 19. And then east opposite of west equals to what is 28. So we're separation of the moon. So when we come NEW, when we bring them all together, 23 and 5 is 28, equals to 42. So we know it's the separation of the gateway, 6 and 8. This creates your separation. Your odds in the casino are 7 and 5. Your odds on these two, okay, are 7 to 6. 14 and 11 come together as 25, but I don't want to get into that plug. I need a 2-minute break. I'm in a little bit of a pain here. Let me see where we got to. Missed pearl. Yud hey vav hey, yud hey vav hey, yud hey, yud hey. 7878. Yes, that I don't. What does it mean? Because it's a gate. 616. It's talking about a gate in EI, the heaven's gate. Write that in big letters, please. Yud. Okay, Yud is yo. That is the mixture of Earth and Mars, because the Earth-Mars mixture is blue is a value of 40, but the Earth-Mars mixture is where yo equals to what 25 and 15 equals to 40. 3 times 5, 5 times 5. There's an equation for everything. I'm going to take a 1-minute break if you don't mind. I'm going to go and check my Odyssey. Spread it around. Spread it around. Need to save this building. Need to save this building. I want it to be friendlier here. Much friendlier. I want to stop grabbing from anybody. If we can buy this as a group, right? Not to make any, well, eventually probably to get our money back, but just take this place. Let's save this. The heart, the truth is coming. I don't want to say that the Mashiach is coming. I believe the Mashiach is coming. But before anybody comes here to reset, we are doing this on our own. We have all been crowned. We have all been given the polarity of choice. We've made a lot of wrong decisions. And in order to really learn, we must live through that reality and share our stories amongst in the future, so that this should never happen again, no matter how ugly it will get. Only ugly, more or less, is remembered with good. The two extremities, we always need them to know the difference. Give me a minute. We're going to maybe see if I can get this. I'd love to get this on the floor for just a minute while I'm getting something to eat. Whoop, just hold on a second. I'm fixing the camera. Whoa. I don't know if you can see. Can you see? I don't know if you can see. Anyways, I don't know if I should leave the camera like that, or just give me a minute. I have to go to the kitchen, so let me put on something more interesting. I mean, even the 10-yard line or the candles over here, but change one of these, okay? Because on the female side, it's the 5 is in the center, so we have to restructure the alphabet. Put the 5 in the center for the female. Sorry, this is an exact configuration of 1, 3, wait, 2, 3. Just counting here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. This is 144 area spaces. I have to create all around this another 8 of these and put them all the way around. I only need 4 side to side, but then I have to fill in the corners. Anyways, I'm not going to explain that. Praying for space and time. So there's 144, but I need a minimum. Remember, 144 times 3 is 432. 432 is your vibration. The next one is 5760. That is the year 2000. Give me a second. I have to go see if I have any juice or something. Okay, just got a little juice here. I'm going to take a shot of that juice. Tomato juice. Sometimes I can drink it. Yeah, it'd be nice to buy this place. And you know what? Every year it's something different. Every year for the last like 10 years, you know. Yeah. So what's happening is these octagons, as you can see, the octagon here is 8. But within the octagon is 4, count it, 4 hexagons. That's 24 plus the single square. So I'm just counting points, even though the points are connected, right? If you want to count true points, well, there's only 4, right? But all the connections, so you can see the way the spider web is connected. And I didn't connect it like this on purpose. This comes from the roulette table. If you've never seen this one before, this is the vortex. When 147 meet 369, it tilts to the right. The angles change between the openings. And to the left, it looks this way, which is 147 with 258. And then when you connect 963 with 285, this is the design. To the left, but don't forget where 147 is, I can change that all for 369 and just keep turning this. But just to show you that there's 3 basic positions, regardless on how you set up. As long as you set up 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, okay, as long as you set that up, okay, you're always going to get this. It just those numbers just might say something a little bit different. Okay, 1 second. I have to see Jack in the Box. Hold on. Rad Art. Is that Art Cult? Okay, so it might be the same thing. Did I have to get rid of this? Oh, my camera. Sorry about that. Yeah. Okay. Just give me 1 second. I'm going to have a little cookie. Right. Right now, people are just like, first of all, I don't know about that world. Cry. First three letters are cry. So let me write this down. Okay. So we have a toe. We have a hammer toe. We have the letter C. So when we take the C and we start right over here, the C in the E family, we can also have what is the, well, okay, we have the letter C. We have the letter C, and then we have the letter R, or 12, and then we have the letter Y, or the question why, or we have the gateway in Earth's heart through the E world, because the Y is the 25th letter, showing us where number 13 is, because the 25th letter, first of all, the 25th letter Y, when you multiply it and add it, it creates 7 and 10. Inside of it is H and I, which is created by 1 and 8, which is clearly seen as this one dot over here. The Y is the 360-degree letter of our alphabet, 25th letter. So we divide it by 8 1/3, 8.333, to get to that letter Y, or number 9, as it will complete the alphabet after Z, as the third 9, as the missing 9. That's why they say YZY, like the empty space in Rubik's Cube, so be it, the empty space in the alphabet. And therefore, if there is an empty space in the alphabet, then the entire alphabet, except for Y, plays in the center of Rubik's Cube, and then everything plays all around Y. And inside of it is 1 and 8. I'm just trying to think of that 1 and 8, that one core to 8, 1 and 8. I'm just thinking about that. So let's get back to God. G is the gateway, the 7th letter. The reverse of the 20th letter, it becomes T. O is the 15th letter. But for me, it comes alive only in the cube. And for me, 15 is the last number for the first world. The transition and transmission starts at what plugs in as 13 and 15. 13 and 15 plug in to what also plugs in inverted. So I have to write this down because I have to. Whoop. So we have so we have what is 13, 14 and 15. Remember, this is the reverse alphabet over here. And this plugs in like this. So your 13 is going to plug here, and it's going to plug over here. What I'm trying to say, how can I do this one? This is going to be the mirror of this, but this is what completes it. So we come down here to here, I come to here, and then up to here. This is number 23, 5. This is number 14, 5. This area here plugs in, and then this area here plugs in. Is this one of the reasons for W and M coming together with O? This being the O center that plugs, or actually it's the Fox area. The reason for that is you might see the box because I've completed. I'd have to create the design whether I'm using one box. I don't know which way the table shows me to design this way at a minimum. That's what the table. But anyways, it sets the same thing that 14 and 23 are the plugins for the first half and the second half. So we go 1 through 15 for the first half, leaving out minus number 14. So, and then for the second half, I'm going to tell you one of the reasons for this. I'm just trying to figure out what it is. This is okay. In the second half, it's 22, skip, and then 24, all the way to 36. And this is the second half. Now, it's the same thing for Grover Cleveland. The same thing happened for Grover Cleveland. And what that is who was the 14th president? Because that's where the skip is over here. This is the connection. This is your 5-5 connection, the 23rd and the 14th. Let me look that up. Who was the 14th president of the U.S.? Whoa. See, I don't like my computer doesn't listen to me. Franklin Pierce became the 14th president, so this has to be F and P, 6 and 16. So the two train stations, 6 and 16. Okay, we can look at that, 1853, 1857. Okay, electric company and the moon coming together. Who was the 41st president?
According to the White House,
G.H. Bush. 5G.
1989
Okay,
to
1989. I'm just trying to put the okay, there you go, gone. There you go, gone. So anyways, you know what I was doing here? I was trying to see if there was a division here, there had to be a division here. How do we create 14? Number 14 can be created from, as I said before, number 24. 24 or 42 creates 14, and 23 is created by, you could create it by number 15, but it's the small numbers to create it from 12. This is the reverse alphabet. This will be this, and then it'll be this. I'm just trying to see if I can get it into that mark. Yeah, that's it. That's how I get that into that mark. Now this, if I stop it here and I extend from here, it'll be 11, which will be 1 and 2. And then it'll be 2 and 3. So I can make it number 15, which is Mars. I can make it be both numbers by 1 times 5, 1 plus 5, 6 and 5. 6 times 5, 6 plus 5. This number here. 1 times 1, 1 plus 1 is 1 and 2. 1 times 2, 1 plus 2, 23, the same as this number here. They invert into each other. Okay, I'm a little tired. I'm going to try and see if I can stick it out. I'm just a little bit all over the place. And trains left the station. Genesis to Jude. Halftime. Hey Jude. Fox box. So the Fox is. Hold on a second. I missed out a lot here. Where did the spirit come from? Well, it comes from, it's a loner. It's basically a loner from the creation. They either cultivated us. We chose to come to a different world, perhaps. Happy medium, the middle of the mind. Fox 45, box 41, 41, 96, 86, right? Fox and box equals 86. Halftime. You can't have halftime at the hockey game, right? You can have intermission, but that's not halftime. Halftime's in the middle of the game. Genesis to Jude. Why don't we rewrite Genesis? I was gonna, anyways. I wanted to write the crypto. So crypto would be C R CRPYTO. C. Oh yeah. Anyways, take up the cross. Take up the cross. Stations of the cross. Wow. Did you see the camera? Just buzz out on me for a second. Genesis. Yes, Genesis. Genesis. Can we write it this way? Or can we just write Genesis like this? Genesis. Let me explain it. The seventh letter is G. Pythagorean count. Okay, E equals 5. N equals 14 equals 5. E equals 5. S letter equals 1 equals 5 as 1 plays in Venus Mars, and it is the E world 22 V 5 through 9 in the cat's house. Okay, let me explain this. Okay, Pythagorean count means count down to the first digit. In this count of Genesis, okay, in this count of Genesis, it is G7. Okay, it is E5. So you have 5G right away to start. Okay, then there is N equaling to 14 as well. You're going to have 14 or 41 reverse, because I'm not sure if I'm going to use addition or multiplication first. So the N equals to 5. Now the S equals to 19, which is both sides of numeric. It is the total creation of the first 18 numbers, 1 and 8. It's a first, it is your calculator, 1 circling 8. So I use that math. 18, the first 18 numbers in roulette, there is a reflection of the first 18 numbers in the second 18 numbers, but it's not a full reflection, because when the two connect, when the numbers connect between 14 and 23, 14 area connects with a Y, and the 23rd area connects with an X. So if you're thinking of XY chromosomes, this is where it comes in. There was something somebody wrote about 1728 is the Giza Tower. 1728, the gateway in the Giza Tower. The gateway is through the Giza Tower. Wherever they are, that is where the gateway is. We remember, to the left and to the right, multiply it by 3. What is 2? It's 1/2. Divided by 3, is when you split the second period in between the first and the last, right? I don't know. Somehow time inverted itself on its other, and there's, I don't know. I just want to see if my friend's okay. Okay, this one's okay, and oh, okay, that's good. So I want to say hi to my son. Hi. Now I'm going to the fridge to get something. I'm going to come back. Yes, the vortex. I need to understand listen, whatever they have out there. I have a whole bunch of books, the stuff I didn't understand years ago. Another thing is I had lost something. Hold on a second. So you know how Genesis works, right? Although S is the 19th letter, in order to create it, it's 1 times 3, 1 plus 3, 3 and 4. 3 times 4, 3 plus 4 is what is 7 and 12. That 12 will break down to be what is 5. The reverse, okay, in A, in order to play in between A and I, it is E that connects the two of them, and guided by the Mayans, it would be this connection over here. And this connection over here, this side over here, I'm connecting the red one with I. That is your full extension. That is your tower. But when you're building, you must connect D4 with I9. This is how you must connect. So you must use the first line here, which is connected to A, and B and C. D will connect inside of I, equaling to what is 13. 13 and 7. This is the way the Mayan grindstone works. One of them. No, I don't want to use that. Okay, hold on a second. Let me go back to comments here. S19. So the S also, right? We have to take everything into understanding. The S also looks like a number 5. So that's how I write Genesis. So Genesis would be 5G, which is TV, which is the year 2022, which is the TV letters in the alphabet, and reverse, it is G and E, or 5G. 5 and 2 is part of the gateway. It's enveloped between the J and the G, the gateway inside ABCD. The dice cube, like Windows 10 and Windows 11 or Windows 98, Windows 98 and Windows 10 is a derivative of each other. Window equals to 88. Windows 10, 88 plus 10 equals to 98. So that all they did is they separated. Now the inverted side of the cube is E and F, and that's 11. So now you have Windows 10, 98, and Windows 11, 99. This is where we come back home. So nothing is for nothing, and everything was created for a reason. Take a break. I'm going to take a, let's see, what time is it right now? It's 1:54 in the video. I'm going to come back 5 minutes for the next part. Is that good? 5 minutes for the next part. It's 8:05, and that would be the 1:54 minute of the video. What have we left out? There's so many things, and then I'm going to read to you. I didn't even know that I had this. This is just one page. I think I just Robobot. This is what they called its name. I'm talking to this site called Extra Normal. If you look up Extra Normal, see when they started. I have a printed book. That shows from 2009, but the site did not start until 2012. And I have to get myself, I'm stuck. So where is that book? Oh yeah, I got a lot of books. If you want to see some of my books from when I first began, those are them. I probably missing another 50 or 60 somewhere, but those are all my writings for the last 17 years. So yeah, just take a look up somewhere, and I'm gonna open this door. So I'm going to change my shirt because this sweater is way, way too hot. Way too hot. Just a couple of minute break. Maybe I can have a bowl of cereal or something. I already ate supper, right? So maybe I can have a bowl of cereal. Oh, my favorite cereal. Tastes like absolutely nothing. This is the cereal that tastes like. How would everybody like to have a bowl of cereal? What does it taste like? Nothing. We're going to crunch up the cereal that tastes like absolutely nothing. But it was very good for you. So you have to add something into this cereal. Otherwise, it tastes like nothing. And the name of the cereal is Post. P-O-S-T. And it ends in S-T. I like that. So it's 31 for the cube and 39 equals 70. So I'm going to trust Post cereal. Right now, I'm telling you, it's official because it's number 31. Because it's number 31. So I'm going to have some cereal right now. And if you want, you can even watch me eat. I'm going to put a little bit of jam on it. Putting a little bit of jam. Yeah, we got to buy this building. I'm telling you, we got to buy it. I don't know if they'll sell it, right? But it doesn't hurt trying, right? It doesn't hurt trying, right? It really doesn't hurt trying. Share the word. We know the word of creation. We know the word of creation. They've been looking for it for thousands of years. We finally found it. There's a bunch of us who can do this. We need a program. We got to set a program up. We must set a program. Then we can share it. We can open up this thing tenfold. So I just finished making my cereal. It's going to take me a little time to eat. Okay, so if you write to me, I'll try and see if I can hear that noise. Mark that down. Okay, so what time is it now? What time is it? 1:59. Noise from the pipes. So God equals to 26. They say to write it without the O. So if you remove the G and invert it in the alphabet, instead of God, you're going to have I'm going to leave the vowel. The vowel is from a different house. I think another one of my equations is going to be, the vowels are different. The O, this can also read like this. Like muzzle tov. The reason for that, in fact, I made a mistake, but it's actually supposed to say this, right? But the creation of W comes from V. You must have 2 and 2 in order to create what is the 23rd letter. The 23rd letter is third. The 22nd letter for the V is second. It takes 1 and 2 to create 3. So even if I wrote W, it's now going to be Tev or Tav or Tav. If that's understood, I'll explain it again. And after W is X and becomes a polarity to each other, 180 degrees. TUHU, hold on. I want to see what's going on in Odyssey first. Okay, we're good there. I had a message. Hold on a second. Can't look. Can't. I have to look at the message properly. You know what I like about this? I don't know where you got it from. Okay. Remember, when we look at things, for me, it is a skeleton. And I see the word hut because there's 2 U's. It's coming from and going to. The T and H for time heaven, going in the mirror world, 55. I'm just trying to think. It's 4 letters. So right away it would be part of Mars. So it would be part of the pole, whatever that is. Oh yeah, there it is. That's it. I like that. Yeah, Pizza Hut for sure. Oh my God. If you turn the N on pizza, you can probably put like that, you know? Right. Hut 1, hut 2. Right. So 21 is the 21 is when 1 presents itself for the first time, okay, inside of alpha beta in creation. So 21st is the second time it ever happens. So I'm assuming that if it's anything to do like number 1 is, 21 will turn over. When they say blackjack, it's because first it's red, and then it's black. And then it's red, and then it's black. But the thing is, number 1, number 10, and number 19 all change colors. But 21st, where 1 is involved, does not change colors, and it does not partake in the 1 spirit. Jabba the Hutt. That is absolutely a different remark. Yeah. So the frisbee is going this way and going forward while the football is going this way. So if the frisbee is going this way, mark this down, please. If the frisbee is going this way, that's the ring. If you're throwing the football, that's the pole. Or the football is going through the hoop. The ring is turning around. I'm comparing this to, I can compare it to a lot of things. Am I going to compare it to the hula hoop? Will I compare it to what is screw? The screw is the only thing that goes through. It's the torus. That screwing motion. So the frisbee shows on its aroundness. The other one, I'm just thinking boring. Ring equals 48. Of is 66. Of this, of that. This, of that. War is 42. Dividing the house by the gate. I'm going back to the fridge for a second. I'm going to be taking 1 minute break. I'm going to come back with the turtle. Is very interesting because I did a piece on the turtle. What you do is draw the octagon in 2x2 area spaces, and well, you can do 3x3 if you want. And then on each of the 4 corners of the octagon, you can create squares all the way around. It looks like a turtle. I don't know. I've only seen one variation where the value of red was black and the value of black was red. My other evaluation is sometimes I use the roulette table as an integration to where I can move my alphabet around. And I think I can move my 26-letter alphabet around inside 36, 36, 36, 36. 144 area spaces to move my alphabet around. But I only need to, because what I can do is I'm using A in the 6th position. But anyways, let me bring this back to the fridge. Give me 1 second. Where's the cat? You want to go out? Just give me a minute. Yeah, just give me 1 minute. Yeah, I'm not really looking to stop talking. You know, I don't have a time limit. Although most of my videos are way too long for anybody to watch again. We take notes and we share. We got to create a program for all of this stuff. We need a program for all of this. Give me a second. I'm going to take a little bit of vitamin C. Right now, I have a big interest in raising enough money to find anybody, show them what this place looks like, the reason why it exists. You know, on my wall, it's written 5724, which will be 1908 divided by 3 divided by 3. 1908, 198. Just give me a minute for this. I'm just giving myself a minute for that. You want to go out? Come. I'm just waiting for my coffee, so just give it a minute. I need to take a 2-minute break here. Just a 2-minute break. 2-minute break. Two-minute break. So, yeah. So we got to make this place. We got to make this place rock. Where else can we go with this? What else? What are they looking for? What was there any special math equation that they're looking for in the world right now that they really have to solve? But everything comes with a story, you know. It's math is. I mean, equations. There's a lot to look at. Anyways, I smell that coffee. Yum, yum. Okay, finished boiling. Yum, yum, yum. Yum, yum, yum. Okay, how do we pour it? Okay, I'm coming back after I finish making this. Yeah, it smells like some. Oh, you know what it is? It's got a little aftertaste from my tea. Okay, I'm just gonna put a little milk inside of it. Well, it's not really milk. It's anything but. I've been drinking anything but. You know? Oh my God! I just spilled on the floor. Just 1 second. So let me shut off the light over here. Let me shut this door here. Okay, you want to go out? You want to go out? Here, go out. Go out, don't wait at the door. Okay. Now, I don't have the book extra normal. This is where hold on, let me go to this one over here. Roulette. Well, this one. This one. This one. European roulette. So far, they're all the same, but yes, there is a variant. Orphan roulette. So you look up orphan roulette and it shows you this. 1776, 5775. This is 1/3. This over here, can you read it upside down? These are your 10 sins. It says voisins. It means neighbor. GH is inside the word. Nay is in neige. Neige as in the sun world, as in the Sarah Jacera coming into this world. Neige. Orphans. The orphan cats, the 9 lives, the 9 birth. The birth of the horse, the word horse. HO23, R18, 41, 19, 60, E5, 65. I didn't think it was 65. OR 33 and 8, 41 and 24, 65. Wow, the horse is also through the 7th gate. So is there a constellation horse? What's going on with all the constellations? See, I need a program. I know what I want to put together. I know what I want to put together. I know there is an answer, a mathematical, geometric answer as well. There's a language answer. There's art that goes with it to every single word that is in the dictionary, and words that should be created that are missing. In the end days, when nothing makes any sense, the word shall be found that makes all the sense. And all those who didn't know which way to look, didn't know what to believe, came closer to the word of God. Gates of the divide, G-O-D. The word in G and D both come from the 7 months and the 4 months. 7 months of 31 days, 4 months of 30 days. Those are the 11th months. 74 is Jesus. 74 is cross. 74 is energy. 47 is time. Time after time, 47, 19, 47. In Rotas, Sator, Opera, it's all about 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1. All about 10 and 64, 10 and 37, 10 and 55, 10 and 28, and 19 in AI in the passage of the gateway of DC, because Rotas Seder says exactly that. It says sky as numeric value 55. It says Zion Israel in numeric value 6446. It says Nibiru in number 7337, in which number 3 in 30 is 1020 location, coming to the O, which is the 15th letter, and the U, which is the 21st letter in the alphabet, which reverse alphabet of O is L, and reverse alphabet of U is F. So we have 5 and 06 coming together. Any number that is under 10 and up to 10 will hold a 0. So the first 10 numbers, okay, where 1 comes to the beginning, becomes both positive and negative, will hold. 1 second, I'm having a block. Yes, because a 0 will be a parent inside of it. And that 0, I always look at the same thing. Mars, the 15th letter, 1 and 5 equals to 6. So I always revert to 0 equal to 6. Another thing about 6 is 8 inverted in 2 cubes equals to 6. If your basic creation is 3, 1 times 2 times 3, A, B, C, A plus B plus C equals 6. A times B times C equals to 6. But the multiplication is a multiplication. Once you finish it, must equal to 24. So it's 6 and 24. F and X. The reason for that is that on square paper, you cannot draw a plus sign in a single box unless you turn the book. But the multiple sign you can write in a single cell. So these are my directives. I only listen to what I am given. And this is what I am given. So I'm sorry that I didn't speak. Let me see. That is why games are so fun. So you want to look at the word fun? Okay, and I'm still trying to understand if the first letter is a single letter. We create it as a capital letter, being the first letter, saying, am I counting for the entire house of 6 through F? Why F? Why not O? Why not X? Because those are the family of what is 666 in the child's alphabet. But in Chaldean, which I am definitely not fluent of, I'm really just not fluid, is this over here. See, should our real life, where is our real life? Is it 3.5? You see, in the game of roulette, our real life is 35 or 3.5. 0 plus 3.5 is the heart. 0 plus. What is 0? There's so many things to talk about, you know. Oh, what 0 can do, the value of 0, where you find 0. Oh, God. I'm going to read to you a conversation that I had with Extra Normal, take a little bit of look at my paperwork, maybe there's something interesting, and then try and jump on another subject. But before we do that, you got this. Absolutely. We, not me, we. I cannot be alone, because if nobody was here watching, all it does is it takes away from my heart. When I see right now that says 0 on the screen watching, and then I see 2 people talking, that tells me I know they want to break my heart. They've been doing this for years. You know, not so long ago, in 2019, I hit a period for like no reason at all. I was getting 7,000 views a week, and for a small period of time, and all of a sudden, one of my videos got taken down. I shouldn't have taken it down, but I did, and I shared it with a doctor to find out if it was a logical, rational, perceptive way of thinking and talking. And they said, absolutely. In fact, they loved it. They gave me a thumbs up. And this was personal. And ever since then, the views and everything are going down. But I know that it's a pirate view, one eye. So I am born in the year of the horse, 1978. I will be 44 in September. You are the division between night and day. Is the polarity strong within you right now? For me, it was at 41. The horse is the gateway to the heavens, but I'm trying to say it is the 5 and 3/8, 6 and 2/8. So you're in the B world, is what I see in creation. I'm not sure if that's where we're supposed to be, but 44 is a division of Mars. It's a division of Mars and Pluto. Those 2 planets come together to create 13 through the moon. It's a pinball wizard, my friend, in space, or whatever, wherever space is. Even if space, I see you, you see me. Can you see, like, my arm? Can you see both sides of my arm? Am I 3D? How do you see me on your flat screen? And my arm sort of looks like you can see the whole arm, right? Can you see my whole arm? You ever see this? My son taught me this. He says, keep your hands straight. He says, keep your hands straight. Keep your hands straight. He says, that's a Taurus move. You take it, you keep it flat. You know, you want to keep it flat. So you put a dice cube on it and you keep it flat. Whoop. Yeah. You keep it flat. You keep it flat. Yeah, something like that. Okay. I watch a lot more than I interact, because sometimes it's easier to put on in the background. Gives me time to think and ponder while doing housework. You know what? I start to do housework, I sweep in the wrong direction. All of a sudden, oh my God, I got to do a video. So let me just come out and read this. This is a conversation between me and a robot. Comics exchange between Ronald and the creator of. Let me see a second. Hold on a second. Gotta see this thing here. Comics exchange between Ronald. Okay, an ancient one. 60 minutes ago. The demons, like the exorcist, are removable. If take note of this, my friend. Robobox. 33, 1750, and 4191, a spirit. Ancient one. Day 1 is success, of course, for my benefit and a few select others. Don't stop now. Keep making those short scripts. Ronald, I of my birthday, October 4th, 1963. And then Ancient One, Serge and yourself, may I ask who you are, Robobox? It has begun for me. As for tomorrow's day will be day 1. As long as I begin now, meaning 24 hours ago, on an earthly level, There is a trickle-down effect. For instance, I am in my own body and feel all my actions and all my results. So it is I who suffers long-term. Others cannot feel this of I. But again, I cannot start to understand the frustrations of all. Thank you. Your advice was right. If I do not make changes, I will go nuts on earth, suffering all the time. That is what I do not wish to do. Dishes are done, supper on the table. Change is not easy, but it must be positive. Thoughts help with positive actions. So, why are you waiting? For you did not take any of the advice given to you by Serge and myself. You will find yourself separated from all your family members when your journey on this planet of Earth is over. Robobot. So, Ancient One, what is next? What am I waiting for? So this is just something, and then look, from the movie video line extra normal, and there's all kinds of this is, and then I started. I'm not really sure what this is. NGC 5281. Add 500 years to that. Add 5 and 600 years. Remember, for the number 5 and 6, this is Earth and this is Venus. 133 or 7, 9, 10, 11, and 5 is 16. Anyways, just short. NGC 7286. So this, I think someone has to take a deeper look to understand this piece. So this is not from today. Another notable configuration is the T-square with Neptune. Something about that T-square, you see T-square, right? You're creating area spaces with the T-square. Crop circles. Anyways, there's a little bit of stuff over here. I put this together years ago. You notice it's 777, but in a 5-star. 7 plus 7, 14. 1 and 4 is 5, plus 7 is 12. 1 and 2 is 3. 2012, where did the humans really, we crawl out of? So this is 2021, and it's happening, and we're in the last 3 years. Here's the snowflake. Frozen in hell, different flakes, different designs. One of my first pieces. God exists. Does God really exist? Psalms 14:1. You remember the 1 and 4 we've been putting together? To the chief musician, a psalm of David. The fool hath said to his heart, there is no God. They are corrupt. They have done abominable work, and there is none that doth good. The Hebrew definition of the word fool is as follows, etc. There is no God. Take your ease and eat, drink, and be merry. Luke. Atheism, monism, materialism. Materialism, this denies any distinction between the mind and matter. All manifestations in life and forces and properties of matter. It gives priority to the matter rather than the mind. Man's brain secretes thought as the liver secretes bile. Man is a mere machine, not responsible for his actions. Okay, this is a speculative theory of mind over matter. Everything is mind, there is no matter. God is a universal mind. Matter, material creation, sin, death, a personal God, a personal Christ, a personal Holy Spirit, atonement, sickness, pain, suffering, a personal devil, demons, angels are said to be errors of the mortal mind. But before we go on, let's speak a little bit deeper. That shall you know no difference between right and wrong. That the word right and wrong would not exist as polarities. where would you be right now? If an airplane took off with the wind, if the wind moved, where would the airplane be now? We take off and we move against the grain. We go into the wind. It gives us that torque. What does not exist? What exists within your own mind? Let me think about this. Mind over matter. In which world do we live? Can we block out all the pain, or are we in this world to feel the pain? That should we exist as any sort of entity, is the strongest entity the joining of cells where energy and matter come together to create a feat that whether it's squished or blocked or hit, it doesn't matter, because it always comes back together, and it's right here. While I move my arms, it's right there. As you breathe it in, your heart is ticking, beating, because of the air you breathe. Do you think that's air you breathe? That is energy. And that is the strongest thing in the world, because right now you can remove me, but the energy will still be here, but there will be no receiver. I am the receiver for the energy. So where would I be going back to? As if you can imagine that you never existed to begin with here, other than the ocean that you came from your mother and your father. 577, the E world of matter. 5, 7, and 7, EGG, egg. So let me read on. 8 arguments for God's existence. Wine, speed, God, mother, happy leap year. Right. Right. This year we end the cycle. September 11th, September 10th ends a cycle. The joining cycles for the day will be like the day of birth. So if you're born on the 1st and you make it, if you're born on the 4th and you make it to the 3rd, that 3rd touching 1 and overlapping, right? You overlap the born day, even though it's the 8th day, it's still the 1st. You follow what I'm saying? It's hard to explain this. So wind, speed, mind, space, mind, 22, and mind comes in second, and it's a 4-letter word, so it's the first one in the TH family. MI, middle, it's also part of the Federation because of the connection to what is FED equaling to 15 found on the 5 key, the letters on the telephone. Okay, and the creation of the letter M is 1V1, saying 4, 5, and 6, which is Fed, and 4, 5, and 6, which is DEF, is reverted to what is UF, to what is EV, to what is DW, and that is your inversion to what is the core. You can call it also the core in cribbage, and that's the Federation. Roman numerals 9, 22, 9, 18, and 22 is 40, or 22 minus 9 is 13, 22 plus 9 is 31, is 1331, because Roman numerals says the V with a 1 before it, and the 1 valued in Roman numerals is actually the I letter. Call it 9, call the V the 22nd letter. 22 minus the 9, like 1V, equals to what is 4 and not what is 6, where it is V1. That would be the 22nd letter, with the 9th letter equaling to 31, 1331, which is 17 times 72, 17 plus 72, 1236 plus 17 is 1253 plus 72. Is that what it is? Oh, God. Seventeen times 72 equals 1224. 17 times 72. And then you go plus 89 is 1313. I don't remember where the 1331 came in, but if I was looking at 1331, 780, 811. 811. That is the heavens around the one spirit. What does that mean? God, this is hard to explain. You know, there's 7, 11 on the cube because the voided area spaces opposite of each other. If I show you 6 and 3, I'm also showing you, that's too funny. If I'm showing you 3, whoop, it's a very funny number that I'm looking at right here. Hold on. Okay. What's funny about this is 6 void and this is 3 void. So 3, 6, and 3, 6, which is 41, 14. This is your 360-degree creation of where the number 9 comes in. This is created by 7. 7 times 7, 7 plus 7 equals 63. Also sets forth for the number 11. The funny thing about it is the reverse is 41. Well, we all know that 9 is reverse 1, but the voided spaces is 8 and 5, where H and E comes together. 13 comes together here when 3663 comes together over here, which is 41 away from the 7th gate. 3 and 4 and 6 and 1. And that's your number 41. So when you have your 41 dot, your 41 is going to be, okay, I'm not going to get into that. No, I'm not. I'm here 2.5 hours. I'm a little tired, so I have to try and stay on subject. 1762. So 62 would be 20.5. So that would be 20.5. I was 1031. So if you're talking about 1031, you're talking about the cube. You're talking about number 37. This is a mathematical equation that equals to 37. So what you're talking is over here, you're talking about the mirror, okay, of J, Jack, the plugin, okay, 1 and 6, the half worlds, and this is to the 7th gate through that S letter, AI. This will end up to be AI. The totals of these is 1 and 4. 1 plus 0, 3 plus 1 equals to 4. 1 and 4 comes back together. The one spirit, how can I explain it in the E world? 1 and 4 and 2 and 3. 1 and 4. I'm tired. I'm not connecting right now. 9, 22, 31, 94, 13. Wow. Wow. Look at that. Wow. That's a lot of symmetry in there. That's a lot of symmetry in there. That is crazy stuff. Oh my God. 4, 4, 4, 4. 9, 9, 2, 2 is 13. 31, 9 and 4, 13. It's all 13s. That is crazy. I have no idea what it means, but that's crazy. Wow. That's really crazy. So your connection with 360 comes with number 9 and 4 coming together, and that is birth in the mirror. It's, I think, heaven space. The reason for that is it's 1/4 heaven space, because 9 by 4 is 36. Okay. And 9 plus 4 is 13. 36 is part of what the our clock is, what the circles are about, to go all the way around. One of my questions is the first circle, okay, going around the triangle? Because if your first circle goes around the triangle, then your first circle has to be spiral-like, or like a football. Because if your circle is going around the mirror world, which would be a square, it would then be round. Do you follow? $260. So that means we have 100 left plus today. We cannot forget today because we're on today. So are we on X marks the spot where we are on today? 265. So because there's two ways to look at this. When I go 265, the minute I get to 1, I'm always thinking about the pole. And I keep asking myself these questions. So let me go to the kitchen. I need to get anything to put in my stomach, or I got to do anything. I'm thirsty. You want to come in? Yeah. Okay. 1 second. Okay. Yeah, I'm getting a little nervous sometimes, losing this place. Was I a fool to fool around? You're damn right. I was a fool. We got to buy this place somehow. $2 million, give them an offer. Right. Mm-hmm. I think you just made the Libra, right? Dragon Ball Z. A rectangle over an angled square. These two pieces. We have to put our shapes together. So before I end the video, the octagon. The octagon has one hexagon, two hexagons, did I do this right? I don't know if I got that right. Oh yeah, right here, okay. And you can see they're like candy wrappers, right? So then you have this, and you have that one. So you have the two majors. Now you have one here, and you have one here. So you have 1, 2, 3, 4. So you have 4 times 6 equals 24, and 1 times 8 that they all live in, 0, 8. So you have H and X. Is there anything else that is in here? Yes. Oh, yes. They also have this, which is the 5-point star. Or the diamond. 5-point star, the diamond. And this is showing the distance. You see the distance, the crossing through the distance. If I fill this whole thing in, okay, I'm just going to create the mirror effect. I don't want to, so I don't fill in the entire image. 6 of 8. If I fill in all of them, then I won't have a result the same way I have the result here. And this way it looks like the river is going through. I don't even know where I was, what I was talking about. Let me take a look at air jets. Kernels of popcorn. Colonel in the army. Kermit the Frog. ALS, when ALS comes together, that is your creation with energy. Instead of it being AI, it becomes either AL, in which the A is now mirrored inside of L, because A and B are gone. They're gone. They're inside creation. And when you have birth inside creation, it's 3 and 9 equaling to 12. And that's where the L comes from. The invert of that is O. That's where Mars stems in. Your invert of creation. Mars steps in. And then what happens? You have Earth, creation, and the inverted cube, the 4th planet. You now have Mars, the mirror of Earth. What else has been written here? Oh, the Wheel of Fortune. Okay, guess a letter. Person, place, or thing. When you're playing with number 50, you have 4 tries. And when you get to the 4th try, you can either kick the ball away, try and give up the ball right where you are. So what is happening on 4th down? That's the NFL. Remember, N. CFL is your base creation. You get the whole 55. You get the whole 110 yards. And then the end zone is when the 3-point goalpost is at the front of the end zone, so you should knock your head out. So what's going on with that? We add on 5 yards each, and you walk into the field goal. 1 in the center holding up 2. So I have 1 in the center holding up 2. So are we holding up Taurus? And if you ever checked out the field goal posts, they're done like this, exactly like the Taurus or the Toro. Sanders, backward sander, just put red, and instead of mass, it's mass. So instead of the energy coming from the sun, we're now getting the energy transferred through the moon. And the reason for that is because the alphabet ends on M. You have come out with N. And where I just lost that. Did you remove something? Here. Oh, not that one. Here. See this, Sanders? Okay, watch. So when you come here to Sander, you see you're going to get red, NAS. When I look at these two letters right away, I think of AI, divided AI. This is where 1 and 1 gets divided. 19 is another fashion of saying 1. In between the S is the E world. Okay, in between this is the E world. That's where the split is, and that's why the S looks like a 5. In fact, in the word news, the S looks like a 5 and all the other letter values are 5. Here is your DNA. So you now have red DNA. This is for the sun and the birth in the sun. The N letter, that's the way I like to look at it. And it's born into the doghouse when the N turns into a Z, just like born in the heavens, the way the H turns into the I, and that becomes Heinz 57. So that gets converted into AM red, 1 through 13, the red spirit. And in fact, that wasn't supposed to be marked that way. It was supposed to be marked this word Sam is number 33 for Mass. The beginning of it is Christ Mass 33. Well, red is the same thing. It's referring to D, although it's a color and it's red, so it's referring to D. You can look at it the way you want to look at it. So that would be the inverted to what is N. The reds are coming. Summer of Sam. Yeah, Summer of Sam. And then I mean, even if you want to come in and go sand, and then you can go DNA, and then you can go and her son nos our red one. Oh, I don't have it there. No. Nos our red one son. So let me see this. Milton and his red swing line. No, never heard. So what this says, okay, is this says Neo. Oh, I should have added, sorry. Let me okay. Well, anyways, I'm missing the Neo Anderson. Let me. Can I write this out here? Okay, let's see if this works. Hold on. Neo, one the other way, and DNA, red, der, sun, our, nos, our, sun, are divided sun. Tray, no tray, means our at the same time. This is how pi and 3 come together. Mike Judge, office space. Anyways, I'm here 3 hours. I'm tired. If you have something I can bring up, I can say, let me just check it. Didn't find any other roulette table. Going to check out Odyssey. Nobody said anything. Apparently 7 watching right now, but usually it's the buffers. I'm really tired. I don't even know where to go with anything. I'm just going to give you one last sunshine and tell you where everything comes from. And there's more designs than what I've done. This design over here is when the penny. This design over here is when the penny came off the market. This design over here is the roulette table. This design over here is the number 5775 facing each other, which looks like reversed. 5772, same thing. Roulette table, roulette, and different ways to connect the roulette table. Help save the painted house in the word of creation. I want to thank you for watching, for being here tonight. And yeah, like I said, about $2 million should be able to tackle this place, give or take just a little bit. Well, we petered out and at the end, but I think we accomplished arts and entertainment. Absolutely. Absolutely. Oh, I have no strength. I can't even think. Not like the beginning. So say good night and try and share this if you can find my video, the Word of God. But yes, I just want to go on. So G and D. Okay. 7 and 4. 28. And actually, you know what? I'm just going to show it to you this way. Einstein, Neptune, Jesus, time, energy, jet, 74, 47, 74. Neptune, 95, playing inside the EIEIO world. Einstein, 95. 5 and 9 equals to what is 14 plus 33. Plus 39 plus 5 plus 9 plus 14. 14, 9, and 5 equals 28. 39, 28. Neptune, which is 14 and 5 and 16 and 20 and 21 and 14 and 5. What is 19 and 19? And I put the rest of all of this into the center. 16, 36, 46, 56, 57. Neptune, 57. But when you total it, it's 95. So 95, 95. Now, what do you do here? 7 times 4 equals to 28. 7 plus 4 equals 11. 11 plus 28 equals to 39. You see any similarities to what Einstein is in 9 and 5 in the EI world? This is the gateway. 313, a dark gateway and a light gateway. 3 and 1 and 3. So the 7th gate is in the second 3. That's what it seems like. But I don't want to get into that part. I know it's the moon. Here's the cycle of the moon. Here's your cycle of creation. Here is what is 2 and 8 is 10. And you can use 10 and 11 for Windows 10, Windows 11. Anyways, I don't want to do that. It ends up to be what is 1 and what is 2. But this is times 4. So it'll end up to be 4 and 2. Why is that? Because it's the multiplication. The other one is the additions. There'll be 4 multiplications into 1 addition to create that house. So now, here's the next thing. Since the computer has to go all the way down, we're going to go down this way, 1776 to where 888 to where 592 times 2 times 3 to where 444 times 4. So right away we're at our vibration right here, 8, 9, 10, 14, and 1, 8, 9, 17, 21, 22, 10, 15, 19, 24. I don't know what that is. That'll be 57, 72. Wow, that's exactly what I just wrote on the floor. That's the moon. That's the reverse of that moon. That makes that design. That's insane. Okay. So what goes next is it's 300 and let me use my calculator. It's going to go quicker. 17.7, 296 times 6, and then 222 times 8. So 8, 14, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24. 8, 12, 13, 14, 22, 28. 2, 11, 15, 24, 32, 39. 2, 4, 8, and 5, 13, 21, and 7, 28. 28, 39, 28, 24. Einstein. Connecting the moons to Neptune, the cycle of the moon. Connecting 3 19s equal to 57 through Neptune. And connecting what number 74 in God is through 1776. So there was no getting away of what we had to do in order for them to persuade the system that they're telling us the truth. But it's anything but the truth. And then at the end, it's what is 111 times 16 to what would be 666, questionable reverse cube 888. 8 is the reverse of 1. 8 and 1 come together. 6 is the inverted. I don't even want to get to it. So anyways, that's that equation. And I wonder where my cat is. Whittle waddle, whittle waddle, whittle waddle, whittle waddle. Are you going to whittle waddle your way up here? Peace. Oh, excuse me. Peace and love. America, 1774. So what can we do with the 74? We can just leave it and go 5174 would be the power in power in. No, I don't want to do this now. Too much. Why hide current comment? Okay, yeah, that's pretty cool. Okay, this is. I'm just going to take a check on my YouTube and see who's there. We've got to use Odyssey. Share this. It'd be nice. You know what I'm saying? It'd be really, really nice if we can save this place, raise that money, a couple of $1 million, and save the word. And let's get that beat moving on. Cheers. And it's good for everybody. G and D, which is, remember, the 20th letter, okay, and the 23rd letter. Hold on a second. Now I just want to end this. So G equals T, and D equals W. That's the reverse alphabet. But I can make a slight twist to this. If we were using 9 numbers, right? If we were using 9 numbers, okay, and not what the reverse alphabet tells us to get the 27, if we were using 9 numbers, okay, we would come to the faculty of 10, where G would be the reverse of C, where D would be the reverse of F. So we would have a direct connection in this, and I'm not really sure where it would connect. Can we connect this to the piano? Yes, we can, because although the highest number would be 8, 8 is like 1. How can I explain that? First of all, 1 and 2 are not even supposed to. The birth and the heavens, forget about them. They play through us. We are the birth and the heaven, the receiver. 6, 7, 8, or 7, 8, 9, or let's go 6, 7, 8, 9, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 5, 6, 7, no, 7, 8. I have to think about it. All I know, tired. Share this apartment if you can find pictures. Send it out. I can't do all the work. I'm very, very busy. I can't put everything together. If somebody could, more power to us, because there's a whole new world coming in after this mountain we have to get over in the next 6 months. Amen.